Pat again in full benefits mode, and today I'd like to talk to you about council tax relief and housing benefit. When you become a foster carer, your world changes and you may well have an entitlement to council tax relief and housing benefit. Sorry, that's the old-fashioned term. It's now called the housing cost element of universal credit. So I'll just quickly run through the rules. Housing benefit and council tax relief are means-tested benefits, don't forget that. But it is UK law that whether you foster for an independent agency or a local authority, your income must be disregarded in assessing household income and entitlement to those two benefits, because council tax relief and housing benefit are paid to low-income households to uplift their income. So let's talk about first housing benefit, or the housing cost element of universal credit. Housing benefit will be paid to you under the auspices of universal credit, so it's dealt with nationally. It is about giving you money to pay your rent. And there are two elements to housing benefit legislation which may mean you won't get all of your housing benefit paid to you. The first is if you rent from a private landlord. If you rent from a private landlord, there is a likelihood that you won't get all of the housing benefit. Mainly because you may be paying over the odds in the government's view for the house that you are living in. The government have a set of allowances called the local housing allowances, and that dictates the going rate for, say, a 3-bedroom house in Leamington where I live. It will dictate how much the government are prepared to pay you for renting out the property. So if you rent from a private landlord, don't be surprised if you get less than your full rent. They will pay you by virtue of local housing allowances. And the second is the bedroom tax, which I'm sure you've all heard about. The bedroom tax is a set of rules about how many bedrooms in a house a family needs. Every couple over the age of 18 or individual over the age of 18 needs their own room. Between 10 and 18, children of the same sex can share a bedroom, and up to age 10, children of different sexes can share a bedroom. Now that doesn't sit comfortably with the regulations of your agency, I'm sure, so that Ian Duncan Smith got legislation through Parliament which says that if you use one room in your house for fostering, and use for fostering means a child is in that house, in that room at the moment, or has been in that room in the last 12 months, then that is your fostering bedroom and you are eligible to count that room as an eligible bedroom. So to give you a practical example, say you lived in a 5-bedroom house and the members of your birth family obeyed those rules and used 4 bedrooms in the house, and the 5th bedroom you used for fostering, then you would get your housing benefit based on a 5-bedroom house, because every single bedroom is eligible. If, however, you lived in a 5-bedroom house and 3 of the bedrooms were used by your birth family and you used 2 for fostering, the second fostering bedroom would be automatically disregarded and you would only get housing benefit based on a 4-bedroom house. So just be careful around that. But if you think you're being misadvised or misled, I've had housing officers say to me, you're a foster carer, you're paid for it, you're not entitled. You absolutely are. Please do give us a call and we'll try and sort it out for you. And then we move on to council tax relief. Council tax relief is available to low-income households whether they own or rent their property. And council tax relief is a means-tested benefit paid to low-income households to help them pay their council tax. It is UK law that if you are a fostering family and fostering is all that you do and you have no savings, you are entitled to council tax relief. I'm not talking about the 25% discount that I get because I live on my own. I'm talking about almost all of your council tax paid for you. Now you have to apply for this by your local council. And whereas housing benefit is dealt with nationally, council tax relief is dealt with by individual local councils. They all have their own rules, and that's where the wheels tend to fall off. Sometimes housing officers don't understand the regulations and we need to step in and help you. And in those scenarios we might say go to your local council or go to your local MP and then surprise, surprise, you will get your council tax relief. But in terms of council tax relief, please remember that other income coming into your house will be taken into account. So if your significant other has a pension, if you have an adult child living with you who's earning, that money will be taken into account and can reduce your eligibility to council tax relief. These two areas can be very complicating and a bit discombobulating, so please don't hesitate to call us if you need advice on either of those two areas.